Before I was not planning. I was just doing. I just went to work and I just thought that we need to sell today. We need to do. We need to do.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what I was doing. And when I meet all these distractions and small obstacles in an everyday life, I always ask myself if it's aligned with my purpose and the things that I want to do.
Welcome to the Fit and Sane podcast. My name is Paula and I'm your host. Today I am joined by Anne Simmenæs. She is a female founder, an entrepreneur, and a woman of many skills. Today we are going to be talking about her journey of entrepreneurship and building her own brand. Welcome to the podcast, Anne.
Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to be here.
I'm so excited to have you on. We have a starting tradition in this podcast. So before we dive into today's conversation, let's have a shot together.
Amazing.
It is weekend. We can have a shot.
We can have a shot. I have no child today.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To a great podcast. To all our listeners, this is 100% non-alcoholic. Do you recognize?
It's ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah, drink a lot of ginger.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You can see, like, people who are used to ginger is like, this is nice.
Amazing.
Otherwise, usually it's like,
Thank you so much.
So, to get our listeners a little more familiar with you, we are going to do a quick question fire round to start with. So, kind of answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. You ready?
I'm ready.
Anne, what is the first thing you do when you wake up?
I journal.
What is the last thing you do when you go to bed?
I think about the things that I'm grateful for.
Oh, that is a lovely thing to have. If you had to choose one, weighted workouts or cardio, what would you choose?
Cardio.
Morning workouts or evening workouts?
Morning. Always morning workouts. Evening can work too, but I prefer morning.
And one more. You're gonna hate me for this, but cats or dogs?
Oh no, dogs!
Now we lost like half of the listeners here. Team dogs. Let's go. Well, on that note, let's go into the first conversation of today. And if someone would walk up to you on the street and asked you, Anne, what do you do? How would you introduce yourself?
Oh, that's a big question. I guess I would say that I'm a grateful spirit. Creating formulas. I love creating formulas, and when I say that, that kind of is supplements right now. But I really like combining things and making holistic effects out of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
creating
in a way. I am kind of a creator. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also a mom.
Yeah.
I would say with a big M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you first come to business, and how did your entrepreneurial journey started?
Entrepreneurship actually started many years ago when I lost my mom. I lost my mom in a very, I was 18 when we lost her. And my mom and father built an agency together. And when we lost her, I kind of took her place in the agency. I learned a lot about leadership, entrepreneurship, also how emotions is a big part of running a business and being an entrepreneur. My father is really a big entrepreneur, and my mom always was that as well. So I worked with him for many years. I became the partner in his agency, so it was kind of our agency suddenly.
Yeah.
And that's my way. I had a lot of side hustles as well beside this agency.
At that age?
Yeah.
You had that grit already in you.
Yeah. I think I was 18 maybe when I started my first VAT number.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and actually I've had that company until last year. Yeah,
what
just
was
like
the
a
company?
little side hustle.
Tell us more.
I was a big part of the restaurant industry when I was young. And I just worked with so many nice young people, girls especially, and suddenly a lot of restaurants, the restaurants that we were working in back then, they closed. And I was a young girl who wanted to work with the things that we were working with, and the other girls wanted to do that as well. So I started this little company where I rented these girls out to other restaurants and parties and events and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, together with my father, we also had this little event agency where we arranged big sport awards and stuff like that here in Horsens.
Yeah.
So I was very familiar with running these events and bringing people out there and tell them what to do and how to make the experience even better for all the guests. So I did that for many, many years. Just because I liked the feeling of seeing these girls having a good night, and all the guests were so happy. And
Wow, so actually you started very young.
I started.
It was right out of school or during school?
Yeah, during school.
Yeah,
it was.
And you started in your dad's company. How was that to take over for your mom, who has unfortunately passed at that time? Was it scary?
It was very scary, but I guess I was so young, I didn't even had time to think about what I was doing. I guess I just did it out of love, purpose, emotions. Back then, it was just so suddenly, the fact that we lost her, and me and my father are very, very close, and I really wanted to do all of these things together with him the way that she did it. And I really, really learned a lot about working with him, and I also learned a lot about my mom, things that I wouldn't have learned if I didn't work with him, because of the fact that a big part of her life was the work life with him. So now I did a lot of working hours with him, and I feel like I can relate to how it was for her to be her. Yeah.
How is it actually to work with your family? I can imagine like working together with your partner, like your mom and dad, in a professional setting, and now you were working together with your dad. How was that relationship like? Did it ever get in the way of the personal stuff?
I think my father and I are very unique, actually, because normally I think it could be really, really difficult to work with family. But many people does it. And my father always made space and room for me to be me and do the things that I wanted to do. I didn't do it because I felt like I had to do it. I did it because I really wanted to. And of course, to begin with, it was him teaching me. And then suddenly I feel like things kind of changed a bit. And he was my mentor for so many years, and then suddenly I feel like I could go out of this cocoon and fly away, because now he taught me so much and prepared me for the next level, the next journey that I was supposed to go on. But we have had a lot of discussions, but in a good way. We always respected each other, but I could say mean things and then apologize afterwards.
I can imagine, like, it can't go without like any kind of arguments and everything. So what was for you that turning point where you realized, okay, it is time for me to go and do my own thing? Was there like a moment or event that made you realize?
My father, he is this kind of serial entrepreneur. He has a lot of balls, throwing them up in the air and waiting for my mom or me to catch them, because he gets all the good ideas. And I really catched a lot of balls and tried to make them into these projects. We've been doing that for quite a while. And then he found a new girlfriend, and she started this company called APureMind. And I was part of the company from the beginning, but through the agency. So through the agency, I was building the web shop, all the branding, the designs, communicating all of the things that we wanted to communicate. She was good at making the products and getting all the products into retailers and stuff like that. And I was really good at getting things look good and communicating messages around the products, creating rituals and feelings around these things. So I worked with APureMind from the beginning, but through the agency. And it kind of really grew on me. Suddenly, I woke up one day and I just felt like all these things that I'm communicating through APureMind, all these reminders that I'm sending out, and all these fill your own cup first and be good to yourself and do self-love and all these things, I realized it was all the things that I needed to do for myself. At that point, really, because I went through stuff as well in person where I forgot all of these things.
Yeah. So it was kind of a reminder for you.
Yeah, I was just living my own life and giving myself these reminders. And when I gave myself a reminder, I posted it on Instagram or made a campaign around it or a newsletter. I was taking pictures of me running, going to the sea, getting sun rays on me, reminding all the followers that they should go out in nature and ground and connect and get sun rays, and then they should go home and use these tools. We make these small self-care tools. And supplements now also. So I kind of felt like I really was a part of this brand and this identity that she created. Suddenly I just, a lot of things happened, and I actually built the company beside that produced these supplements for APureMind. And suddenly something happened in our relationship and the way we were running things, and she wanted to go educate and do some other stuff. And then she asked me if I wanted to take over, or if I wanted to do something else, because she was really a very good mentor for me in the years after me working with my dad. Because she is a very tough business lady and she really knows how to and deal with the big guys. My father is more soft and more like a very good guy. So she taught me so much, and I really, really felt like when she said that sentence, I was like, there was no doubt. This was me. APureMind, I felt like it already is mine. I need to take this ball, and I just really need to go that way with it. Because what we created together is so amazing. Even though it has been a roller coaster.
I can imagine. How many years has it been actually?
10 years actually.
10 years?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. It was 10 years.
And you started with APureMind started with the self-care tools. Was there always a vision to also create supplements, or was it something that you brought to the table?
It was something that I brought. It was. It was actually crystals to begin with. Tove, as her name is a spiritual entrepreneur, and she loves crystal and believes in all the energies that crystals have. And she really wanted to create something that you can actually use in your everyday life to have this crystal in your house. In a way where people will not say, wow, why do you have crystals there? This is a practical way. This is a practical, modern way to have a crystal in your bag. So she made these self-care tools also because of the fact that it actually works when you use them in skincare and massage and stuff like that. So she created these tools, and as I said, it's 10 years ago. Back then, nobody in Denmark have ever seen this tool, and people were like, "What are you guys doing? That's so weird. The thing, both the fact that we
Yeah.
were doing crystals and this guasha, as it's called,
Mm-hmm.
people thought that it was so mysterious. And me sitting there, and I was not very old, and I was trying to communicate this, and I also wanted to share a little bit on my own sides, and my friends were like, what is that? She's getting weird now.
It's crazy to think that now you can find it literally in every store you go to
everywhere.
that is for self-care.
Yes, it really
So
is.
how did you start with supplements, and where was this idea from?
I worked with a supplement company also through the agency. And as I said, the restaurant industry has been a big part of my life also when I was young. So I have worked with regulations and all of these food approval things and stuff like that. I also had a little organic food shop with my brother actually in between all of this.
Yeah. Jar House, I remember.
You remember? It was amazing.
It was actually so nice.
Yeah, good healthy salads.
Yeah.
So I worked with food, and also then I got this big client just before the COVID hit. I had a very big supplement client in the agency where I helped them to communicate their products and was kind of the face for their brand. So I worked with supplementation, do them in the process with them, and then I just felt like we had all the retailers in PureMind. We have this skincare product. We were in and still are in Matas and Helsam with our products, places that also make supplements and sell supplements.
Yeah.
So I just thought that this was a very, very big opportunity for me to combine all the things that I've been working with.
Yeah.
If I could also make supplements for PureMind, so that we could boost this collagen production from the inside at the same time as we were doing it on the outside with the guasha. So collagen was my first ingredient that I really, but I'm this kind of person that I don't just do things because of money or a big business plan, or I only want to do things that I really believe in and that I really, really know works. So I spent very, very many hours, many nights on reading all the things that I need to know.
So kind of self-educated yourself in this field.
I'm really, I am in all fields.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that I was just thrown into entrepreneurship, didn't even finish high school. I did, but it was, back then I lost my mom. So it was kind of like, I just need to finish now and I need to move on.
Yeah.
So all the things that I've been doing has been self-taught. It has been all-nighters and just, I don't like talking about topics that I don't know anything about. I really want to know everything before I talk about it.
Yeah, I love it. That is such a good trait, actually, especially nowadays when people talk about things just for the sake of talking. But it's good that you have a purpose behind it. You want to understand it, and you want to deliver the information in the way that you can also understand and people can understand as well. So that's a really great trait there.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a salesperson at all. It's difficult for me to sell my products actually, because I just wanna tell the truth.
Yeah.
But then people are inspired and want to buy the products, so it's just my way. I'm not the kind of person who says you should have this. This can help you in all of these ways. I just want to keep to facts and
people can choose for themselves what is resonating with them.
Yes, and the products that we develop is also, of course, it's important for me to make a supplement blend with functional ingredients that I know work because of the science behind it. But I really, really love creating this ritual around a supplement.
I love it.
Because, I really love the placebo effect. And I really love to boost that effect. So if we make this little ritual, or if we romanticize the way we drink it or the way we use it, I love it. And I love to inspire people to habit stack and to do all of these good things from themselves.
To kind of include it as part of their daily life and their daily lifestyle.
And make rituals over rules, because that's also I think many people give themselves these rules that they need to do this and they need to lose this amount of kilos and they need to run so many kilometers and they need to take this supplement at this time of the day every day because their doctor says that this is the best time to take it. For me, there's no rules. As long as you take it, as long as you do it the way it feels natural for you.
Yes.
The creatine, you shouldn't do it before workout if it doesn't work for you, drinking it before workout. You should just take it whenever you want to take it. It will be in the muscles even though.
Yes. It is like supplement is there to supplement. It's not going to suddenly make some kind of a miraculous quick fix. But talk a little bit more about the early days of building your brand and building the PureMind brand and the supplements in it. How would you describe how was a typical day in Anne's life back then versus how is the typical working day in your life now? If you can walk us through the day.
Back then I was to begin with, I was really communicating all of these rituals and all of the things that was important to do. Suddenly I kind of stopped up and thought about my day versus the day that I was trying to preach people to have. And there was this gap between it. And it just became very important for me to practice what I preach. So I kind of really wanted to do all of these things for myself in order to be the version of me that I wanted to be when I went to job. So for me, a day right now is very important to wake up early, journal, meditate, take my daughter, bring her to school. After I drop her off at school, I have this training facility, wellness place, just across the street. So I go there and I have a quick workout, some sauna or some cryotherapy, this cold therapy. And then I'm ready for work. But that gives me kind of a short work day because I also really want to pick her up again very early. Because I want the afternoon with her. So, and in order for me to get things working like that, I need to work during the night. I really, I have some good working hours where I'm doing all the things that I really need to do. When I get to the office, inbox is full, phone is calling. There's always things I need to do. And then after a good day with my daughter and when I put her to sleep, I have these hours where I can really, really reflect and develop and think, okay, where are we now? Where do I want to go? And spend some time on doing the things that will make us grow as a brand, me as a person. Because there is a lot of doing things when you have a brand and when you have the production facility behind the brand and when you have retailers, and we also sell directly to the consumer, so there is really a lot of things,
many things to manage.
Many things to manage. And I know that it's very important to do that things, but it's more important to do the things that can get us moving forward, closer to the goal.
So you work at night to catch up on work and spend a little more time with your daughter during the daytime. When do you sleep? Do you sleep?
Of course I need to sleep also, but I could use a couple of more hours in a day. I really could. But yes, I sleep. I really want to have 7 hours of sleep. It's important for me also. Sometimes in launch periods or periods where we are building new things or starting new collaborations or stuff like that, it can be difficult. But I also know that it's very important for me to do it in order to continue being the best version of me. So 7 hours is my goal. But I also figured out that my work hours are more productive now that I am scheduling it and I'm prioritizing doing the things for myself to begin with. Because before, I was very likely to go to work and then say to myself that if I have time before pickup, I will go for a run. But there was never time. Because I didn't create the time. Because when you are in the office and things are running, it's difficult to go home before you are finished. But the problem with me is I'm never finished. My table is never clean.
To-do list.
So I figured out that if I turned these things around, I was actually more likely to get things done when I arrive at the office, because my mind is pure when I arrive. I've done all the things that I preach and say that everybody else should do. So I kind of am my brand, and I'm also better at now making this list, and I really have a lot of faith, and I really know that I will get there at some point. I will do the things that I am meant to do today, and the things that I am not going to do today, I will do tomorrow. Because me 2 years ago would be very stressed if I didn't go through the list. You do not get anything out of that.
No. So you feel like even though you're a bit more flexible with how you schedule the day, you feel more productive when you do include these non-negotiables in your day.
I love this sentence that people don't plan to fail; they fail to plan. And that is
that is so true.
That is kind of me, because before I was not planning. I was just doing. I just went to work and I just thought that we need to sell today. We need to do. But I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know where I wanted to go. I'm not saying that you have to know the way to where you're going, but at least you have to know where you're going in order to take the next step. And for me now, I know where I'm going. And when I meet all these distractions and small obstacles in an everyday life, I always ask myself if it's aligned with my purpose and the things that I want to do, and where we are going with the brand and the company. And then I'm much better at planning the day right now
than before.
The week. Than before. And then it's easier for me to say no when things pops up, because things does pop up. But when you have a list, you can say, I can do that, but I have some things that I need to finish before I can do that. If you don't have the list, you have nothing to look at or come back to. You just, okay, I can do that, but then you spend the whole day doing something for another person and you didn't do the things that you came there to do.
So it comes back to priorities and planning ahead of time and picking what is important. Picking your important for the day. So during this process of building the brand, what has been the biggest challenge you have had to overcome to date?
Fear. I really have a lot of fear. There are so many things when you build a company and a brand. There are so many difficulties that you run into every day, and I've had this feeling a lot of time that is this can I do this? Is
Yeah,
this
the doubt.
yeah, the self-doubt and I have this vision and I have all of these dreams, but is it too big? Can I even do this? And I guess I just came to this turning point where I just realized that all of this fear that I sometimes have, it stands for things that I need to face, and then I need to rise after facing them, because they happen for a reason. We some days it's economy. Do we have enough money to launch this product, to hire this person to do what we want to do with the brand? It can be big decisions with partners, collabs, things we want to do, but is it the right thing to do now?
Yeah.
Is it what we want? Will it just remove focus from things that are really important? And why is this happening now? There's so many questions, so many things that I'm always afraid of.
Yeah.
What should I do?
And right now in your business, you are the main decision maker. So all of these questions kind of fall on you.
Yeah. I'm kind of on my own now in that decision making. I have some partners, but they are passive right now. I can always talk to them and get advice from them, and we also have a board where we sit and have big conversations about these things and where we are heading. But it is me who makes these decisions. It really is, and planning the products launches and stuff like that.
So how do you overcome that doubt or fear, or is it the right move right now? Is it not? How do you make the decision, and how do you overcome the fear of not making the right decision and do it anyways?
I always believe that things happen for a reason, and these people and these opportunities, they come into my life for a reason, and there are always a lesson in it. So I kind of just surrender to it now, and I just feel like if this is happening right now, it must be because I need to go with the flow, and maybe it works out the way I want it to work out. Maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't, I'll be a lesson richer. I've really been in some shitty situations, sorry for my word, in the company, but do I regret taking the decisions that got me there? No, never, ever. Because in those lessons, I really find all the blessings that does. The reason why I am who I am today, as a leader, as a business owner, as a mom, as a person, is because I took this decision and learned it the hard way. That's also the reason why I am who I am today. So when I sit in front of a person today, a business meeting or stuff like that, I can recognize these patterns now, because I've met people and I've done things and I've tried a lot of things.
You learned the lessons.
I've really learned very many lessons, but not all lessons. Of course, there will be more. There will be many, many more lessons to learn. But I really feel like I'm growing every day, and I just want to become 1% better every day. Also in the work. So, and for me to do that, I need to jump. I need to face these fears and just
do it anyways.
Because it's in these actions that real growth is.
True.
Yeah, it really
they
is.
say fear kills more dreams and goals than anything else. Because often it can be so scary that people don't even try to go for what they want because of fear. So just thinking that there is a lesson in everything, and even if it does go to shit, you will still get something good out of it, and you will take it with you in the further journey, right?
all these opportunities and things that you want to go for. I also heard this. I've been listening a lot to Denzel Washington. I have all of these mentors that I've been listening to on hard days, because not all days are funny days, and not all moments running a business. It's not blooming flower every day. It's really tough sometimes. But he said this sentence about all the opportunities going around your deathbed when you are leaving this earth. And that it will be all these things that you didn't act on. And how many of those will go around your bed when you are leaving this place? Yeah, it really is. But the sentence just made me think about, there are so many opportunities, and the universe just keep throwing them, and you need to take them in order to grow and in order to experience, if that's what you want. And it really, for me, it's very important to keep experiencing and keep growing and be this better version every day. And I can only do that if I move out of my comfort zone and move out of these fears that I have times also in the company. So I just when we were in meeting rooms with important people, I just wanted to make them happy, to make a deal where they felt like they've got what they wanted out of the deal. And when I left the room, I just thought that what did I do there? That was
wrong.
It was wrong.
Yeah.
It was for them. It was not for me.
Yeah.
It was not for the brand. It was not aligned with the things that I want to do with our brand and the path that we are on here. But because I wanted to make them happy, and I wanted the deal so bad that I was somehow willing to keep it onto my own values. And that just did that. Sometimes I hooked up with wrong partners, or got some clients that couldn't pay, or spent months doing projects with people that were just maybe using us or using me, because that I was not that wise back then when I started.
Taking advantage.
Maybe a little bit. But in a way that, when I look back, was wrong. But again, never regret, because it was a very, very good lesson for me, going through these things with these guys. I was always this little girl going into the room with 10 guys in suits and talking business and monies and people who wanted to invest in us. And it was it's been some tough.
I can imagine. Like, in Denmark, about 73% of entrepreneurs are men, which leaves only 27% as female entrepreneurs. With such a big gender imbalance, have you ever experienced in your own journey that these men that you were going into the room as a girl and as a woman, have you ever felt like being looked down on, or taken advantage of, or treated a bit differently in a business setting, because maybe they had their own misjudgment of you?
I think my father showed me and taught me that my voice was just as important as these men around the table. I've been sitting around so many tables with him, and that's also the reason why I can speak when I am in these meeting rooms. I think if he didn't taught me that, and if he didn't show me that, and if I didn't have that self-worth that I have, I could be very likely to not have spoken up in these rooms and not said anything, because you can feel in some way, it's difficult to describe, but you can feel, that there is this energy of, she's just a girl, and she's just there, and let her be there. But actually, I would say, to their defense, I experienced that every time I then spoke up, they kind of respected me. They really did. Also, these men 30 years older than me with a lot of life experience and business experience and a very big pocket.
Yeah.
But they respected me whenever I spoke up.
Because you dared to speak up.
Probably. Yeah, I guess I just... But that's also because before all of my meetings, I really prepared a lot, because I didn't want to be in these rooms speaking up and not knowing what I was talking about. I really wanted to speak up in a way that I felt seen and heard, and because that the things that I was talking about was things that I actually knew something about. And I've always been a girl who said my opinion. So if people have an idea or think that we should do things this way, and I guess that's also because I've worked so many years with my father. We have tried a lot of things that didn't work out. We've also tried things that worked out, but more things that didn't work out.
That's also interesting to hear, because usually from the outside you always see the good stuff, like everything that does work out, but actually hearing there's more things that didn't work out than it is that did.
There is very, very, very many projects that didn't work out, and business ideas, and I'm a very optimistic person, but in some way I kind of became the pessimist in this relationship with my father also. Because we've tried so many things. So every time I met a person who had an idea, I could become this, okay, but have you thought about this?
Yeah.
And have you thought about that? And how do you want to do that? But at the same time, I always kept this belief in you can achieve whatever you want to achieve here in life. So if that's what you want to do, then do it. But just promise me to do it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And that's always the things that it depends on, because people want to do business, want to start companies of so many wrong reasons, financial things, because they want validation, and that's not a why that can get you to the destination where you want to go. It really isn't.
What do you think is that why for? What is that why for you and PureMind and your supplement brands?
I am a creator and I really want to make a big impact. I remember working with the agency. I thought that I was going to build a big agency, and to begin with, my dream was to make an agency that could live off course marketing. I wanted to work with brands who could somehow put in some impact in their campaigns. So for me, I figured out that I am this person who really want to inspire, make an impact, help people to do better, to believe in themselves, to do self-love in order to love others. And I just see so many people running around taking the mask on everybody else than themselves. And I think it's a very good picture, this flight mode picture, where you just put the masks on everybody else, but you don't put it on yourself. And it's just so important to put it on yourself first.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my purpose and my why, to just wake up every day and do things that I like, love me, love myself, work with things that I like working with, helping people, inspiring people. Hopefully I can invest in people like myself within years.
Yeah.
Or at least help them with some good advice, do's and don'ts, fuck-ups you need to go through.
I think you definitely do that.
Fuck-ups are so important. I will never ever tell people not to jump, because you need to jump, you need to learn, experience in your own body what it feels like to make a decision that was maybe not the best for the company right now, but it was the best in order for you to learn that lesson that will bring you to the next level.
So long term, it's still the best.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. I love when I go for a swim sometimes during the winter and there's ice in the water. Normally I can just go out to the destination where I'm not using the bridge. I always go out from the beach.
It's pretty cold.
And this morning I turned on my camera and then I went out, and when I saw the movie after the film that I was making, I saw how on the way out there I removed these big ice clumps because it was kind of hurting me.
Yeah.
They are very sharp when you go into them and your body is cold, and I kind of just removed these obstacles one by one in order to go where I wanted to go, where the water was high enough so that my body was covered. And that was kind of a very good picture of how it works when you set a goal and you are really going that way, but life will just keeps adding these obstacles and distractions, and you don't always know the way over there, but as long as you know where you're going and what your next move is, you just need to move slow and remove obstacles and just keep focusing.
Yeah. In your journey, you have had quite many mentors. You mentioned before your dad, your mom, you had the woman that you had your business with. What has been the best business advice you have ever received?
Oh, why not you? There was once a person that said to me, and that was on one of my dark days, because we are very likely to see other people and see how they do, and then we think that we need to be like them and we need to do it the way they does it, and if we doesn't succeed with that, we feel like we are failures. And sometimes I also have these dark days where I think, can I even do this? Is it for me? Can I do this? And then there was one day when I said something and he just said to me, but why not you?
Yeah.
And that's right, because no dreams and no goals are too big for you to go after if you really wanna do it. The mind can really achieve more than you know. And I kind of took that in, and every time that I get these dark days, I think and say to myself, why not you? Because I want to achieve these things, and I have goals, and I really believe that I can do these things.
Yeah, I love that. Why not you?
Why not you? Yeah. It's like you see all these singers and actors and all these people, and that's her on that stage. Why isn't that me? And instead of saying that, I think it's very important for all of us to know that it could be you if you really want that. It could be you, but it also comes with a price tag.
Yes.
Everything does. Me being this entrepreneur, having so many dreams, so many things that I want to accomplish, it's also tough, and there's also very many things that I don't do, things that I say no to in order to do these things. Because for me, Monday morning is very important. There are meetings, I need to look in a way, I need to speak in a way, my mind needs to be ready for the week. So it doesn't work for me to go out partying all night during the weekend, being social. And it's not like I don't like being social. I really do. I like my friends.
There's nothing wrong with not being social. But
it just doesn't work for me. And I've had friends also that said, why can you just not go with us? Please come with us. It's just one night. It's just 10 shots. It's just, and for me, it's not just 10 shots. For me, it's a blurry mind all week and me not accomplishing the things that I really want to accomplish.
Yeah.
And I can be social and I can party without alcohol and without these things also.
Yes. You can have ginger shots.
I can have ginger shots, yeah. Actually, we just did this electrolyte blend and I really love mojitos.
Yeah.
So I did the electrolyte blend with lime and mint.
Oh.
So that we can do this kind of non-alcoholic electrolyte mojito.
Yeah,
so
make every day a party.
Yeah, every day should be a party. I love going to the sauna when I have a day without my daughter, a Saturday. I love going to the sauna with an electrolyte blend and have some good music or stuff like that. That's wellness for me. That's partying for me. And that's also, I guess that's why I am where I am today business-wise, because every time there was this distraction, this offer on going somewhere with some friends and me thinking that could be nice, should I do it? I always chose not to, because the bigger picture was more important for me than the nice feeling right now when we were supposed to go out. I knew that it came with a
price tag,
a very big price tag. Yes, it really did. And then it would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, where I couldn't be the version, the leader, the entrepreneur that I really want to be, and also the mom for that sake.
Yes, like how do you even juggle all of that? It's like so many roles to tackle.
I live alone with my daughter for 11 days, and she's my biggest mentor, my biggest mirror. I really look at her and I want to teach her stuff and things, and not compromising when you have goals and when you have dreams, because many people think that if you are a mom or a girlfriend or have a family, then you should prioritize that part and you should focus on that, and then you cannot do the career and go for your dreams and do workout or stuff like that, do yourself. Many people think that it's selfish to prioritize yourself when you are a parent. And that's totally wrong, actually. For me, it's very important to do me in order to be the version of me that I wanted to be to her. And I like telling her, I like letting her know that I really look forward to the day with you, honey. And now we just do a little morning workout here on the floor. Do you want to join? Or because the feeling I have after a little workout or a little ice bath on the terrace, it's much better. And she can also feel it.
Yeah, and I think it's such a great thing to also teach like kids and younger people in general, instead of prioritizing everyone else and forgetting about your own routines, because they see that. But if you show, this is very important, we do this, we work out in the morning and we have our mojito electrolyte drink. It also shows an example, my point being, and I think it's great to show that. So there's so many benefits of prioritizing yourself in order to give more, right?
Yeah, there really is. And there are so many parents, and I'm not better than anybody else, but there are just so many parents that tell their children to prioritize themselves, and it's important to do that. But it's not.
They don't do it.
They don't do it. They don't practice what they preach. And I think the action is just so more important than the words.
Yes.
It's so easy to say that. Also in the business, when you're setting your attention for the year, it's very easy to sit here and say, okay, next year I will do this, this, and this, and this. But it's the action that actually works. And that's just where it's the consistency that it takes to do these things is, that's where it becomes difficult. And that's also the things with children. They see our actions more than they hear our words. And if there's a gap between the word and the action, I think it's actually more damaging to them than if we didn't say anything at all.
Yeah.
So if you cannot make the action that your word speaks, then just don't speak at all.
Oh, that's a good point right there for anyone, not just for kids, but in general for everyone.
Yeah, it's so important.
Yeah. So what are some of your non-negotiables in a day to take care of yourself so that you can perform better at work and do all the tasks that you have on the plate? Do you have some non-negotiables?
Yeah. Movement. Yeah, movement and the cold therapy. I love the cold therapy. I go to the water, take a swim, or I go to a crew or an ice tub at my terrace at home. And I need to do that in order for me to have this mindset and to be this best version of myself. And movement is very important. But in busy days, it's maybe just 10 minutes at home with some workout equipment or a yoga mat. For periods when I am busy, it maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, but less is more sometimes. It really works.
Yeah, less is more.
Yeah.
Remember that, guys. Less is more sometimes.
Is more. Yeah. It's better than nothing. And it's non-negotiable. I need it. I need the nature. I need my movement. I also really want to prioritize my journal. Some days I write a lot. Some days I just write a little sentence, a little word that maybe reminds me of the fact that I don't have time for writing this journal right now. But it's just, it's important to stay consistent. So it's better to just open it and just maybe write a little thing that you're grateful for, or a little thing that happened today. Or
so you do that every day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing
without
it?
rules, of course.
Yes.
No rules, just rituals and just me doing whatever feels natural for me in my journal. And I've been doing that for years now.
Okay.
Yeah. I have been. To begin with, I kind of bought the book so that I could make nice content for PureMind.
Yeah.
And I was pretending like I was writing in the journal because to have a picture where
How many of us have done that?
Yeah. And then suddenly, back to the thing that I said before, I need to practice what I preach. I cannot preach these things and not even having the effect of it myself. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it for years now, and things just kind of changed when I began doing that. Also, the way I write, the way I manifest in my journal in the morning, writing in another way than I would do before, writing things as if they already happened, trying to attract things instead of chasing them. I've been constantly chasing clients, chasing things, chasing money, chasing now
goals.
Instead of just chasing goals, instead of that, I'm just really in a state of mind where I want to attract instead of chasing. I love
Let it come to you.
I love this picture of people running around chasing these butterflies, and everybody knows you cannot catch a butterfly, but you can make a garden as beautiful so that the butterflies want to come into your garden. So you kind of attract them instead of chasing them. And when I started doing that, things just kind of happened. And that's not because my life is perfect. It really isn't. It's really, really, really a chaos sometimes. And me buying this old house and renovating and living alone with her. And I have dogs as well. And
How many dogs do you have, Anna?
It doesn't matter.
She asked me not to ask her this question. So of course I had to.
Okay, I have 3 dogs. But they are very, very tiny. Small dogs.
3
Mom
is
and
not
dad
enough.
and the baby is 7. But as I said before, I'm really calm in my own chaos, and I really love it. And I really like being in it.
Perhaps all these things that you have been practicing with your rituals help you being in that calm mindset.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, and I'm also just very sure that I am here right now for a reason, and I am in this process of becoming the version of me that I want to become. And in order to do that, you must have chaos sometimes.
Yeah.
You must experience things in order to learn a lesson, rebuild, be better, change the way you react to people, the way you respond. I've also tried for many years to change some people in my life. But when I realized the fact that I cannot change others, I can only change the way that I react to the things and the way I respond.
And sometimes that's all the change we actually need.
It really is. Yes, it really is. And then you also just start attracting better things into your life.
Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Anne. If you could give one advice to someone who is currently really doubting themselves, either in their business, thinking maybe of quitting, or doubting themselves of starting a business, what would you say to them to overcome that fear or doubt?
Yeah, maybe I would actually say to them that they should write fear. I'm considering getting it tattooed on my finger actually, but write fear and then let it stand for face everything and rise, instead of, you know, the words FEAR, face everything and rise. Because it's okay to have fear as long as you use it in a good way, and as long as you just face it, overcome it, and then rise after you've faced it.
Yeah.
And then the fact that they should just do it. They should just jump.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that can happen?
Love it.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Anne, for conversation today. I hope some of you got some good insights out of it and got some inspiration in your own journey. Thank you everybody so much for listening to today's episode. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the podcast with someone who you think might need it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.